So we all got that one friend, right, who all of a sudden when your girl or your boyfriend comes around and they want to be a comedian, you know what I'm talking about? You know, they might start clowning you and you just looking at them like this. You done? And you just want to knock them out or something? Don't be that person. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Juice Metro. This is Pure Vitality, show number 3. Let's get it. This is my takeaway on friends. All right, I've learned these things I'm about to talk about through the Bible and the way of the superior man. So look, when I first made this video, I didn't even like it that much. I'm gonna be honest. The video was sort of towards other people. It was a video about figuring out if someone is a fake friend or getting rid of people in your life that's not really serving you or benefiting you. And I sat back and I watched it and I was like, this is not pure vitality. I had to be honest with myself. Pure vitality is about pure growth within ourselves. So we can't be worried about them and they, we have to worry about us and ourselves. Pure vitality is all about how we can be the better friend. Are we the good friend? Not worrying about, oh, they're not serving us, they're not benefiting our life, they're bad energy, cut them off. No. So I hear a lot of people saying, cut people out of their lives if they're bad energy, if they're not serving you. To an extent, I was sort of that same way. I was cutting people out of my life who I didn't think was serving me that well. And then I thought about it. That's really not healthy. That's really not the right thing to do. And hear me out on this. You should never cut anybody out of your life just off of a disagreement, off of miscommunication. If you keep cutting people out of your lives, you're gonna wake up and have no friends one day. I feel like it's only necessary to cut people out of your life if they're very detrimental to your life, if they're very toxic, very draining. But if it's just off of a disagreement or bad communication, or the person might be mad at that moment, I don't think it's necessary to cut them out. Sometimes they might need just a hug or something. You might just need to show some love to that person. They might be going through a tough time, anything. I see people saying cut people out of your life because they're bad energy or they're not a good friend, and we always judge that other person, but we never really judge ourselves. And that's the hardest thing to do, judging ourselves to see if we're the good friend. Are we really the problem? That's where you start to think, and that's the hardest thing to do is be brutally honest with yourself. You gotta let go of ego, pride, and be brutally honest with yourself. Are you the good friend? Because we like to judge other people, but we never tend to judge ourselves. And that leads me to my first takeaway. How to be a good friend. Number 1, listen to them. Actually try to feel for that person. Have empathy for that person. Reach a helping hand to them and try to help them in the time of need. Number 2, support your friend's vision and goals. It's so important to give that moral support to that friend because they might not have that support from anyone else. Maybe their own parents don't support their goals, but it would be nice to hear their friend supports their goals. So say yes, you can do it. Give them that positive encouragement. Number 3, uplift your friends. So we all got that one friend, right, who all of a sudden when your girl or your boyfriend comes around and they want to be a comedian, you know what I'm talking about? They might start clowning you and you just looking at them like this. You done? And you just want to knock them out or something? Don't be that person. Try to uplift your friends. I know when I'm out with my friends or if I'm with my boy and he's talking to a female and I want to make him look better, so I'll go up to him and the female and I'll just say, yo bro, you came out looking fire today. Just gas him up a little bit in front of her, and it usually works. Like the girls start feeling him a little bit more and everything, and he got his confidence now too. So it's a win-win situation, and it doesn't really like get anything out of me, but I'm just spreading love and joy to him, so it completes his mission. Number 4, share positive news. Don't gossip about other people. Don't talk negatively about other people to your friends. Like, what does that do for you? Gossiping is a sign of being emotionally immature. Number 5, give more than you take. You don't want to be that friend that's always calling somebody up, hitting them up, yo, if they need something. Always be giving. Giving makes you feel better. Number 6, be that friend that helps somebody whenever they're going through a tough time. Don't be a friend who leaves him out to dry whenever he's going through a tough time or something. Number 7, when they succeed, make sure you're genuinely happy for that person. Make sure you clap, make sure you show them that you're very, very excited for their for their wins. Because when you're not excited for the wins, you could be a friend of me. Look, when you're not excited for the wins, are you even their friend? You should always be happy for your friend's success. That leads me to my second takeaway. Being a good friend means being a good person. Try to be aware of yourself. Figure out what you need to change. I know I'm not perfect, but I try to be at least 1% better every single day. Try to work on being unselfish. In the Bible, it says in John chapter 15, verse 13, there's no greater love than to lay down your life for your friends. Just look at that. The Bible says to love yourself, to love your neighbor. It even says to love your enemy. And that can be very difficult to do, but it's possible. Be forgiving. We all know the saying, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. It's so easy to want revenge. The hardest thing to do is forgive, but forgiving is the best thing to do. Be motivated, be ready to take on life's challenge, be a risk taker. Other people will see this energy, be motivated by it, be inspired by it. I know with my friends, whenever they are doing something good with their life, a lot of my friends, they're trying to go to the league, they're trying to be artists, they're trying to make their own company. I'm so inspired by my friends, and I'm pretty sure they get inspired by me too, but it's just all that collective energy of we're all risk takers, we're all inspiring each other, we're all motivating each other. So be that motivating force in your life. Be your own motivation first, and then it will inspire other people. Energy is contagious, so watch what you say, watch how you think. Always try to think positive thoughts. Let the negative thoughts out your mind and only try to think positive thoughts. Because when you start thinking positive thoughts, you start sharing positive energy. People will feel your positive spirit, and then hopefully it will uplift their spirit as well. Have a growth mindset. Don't play victim in life, because in life, a lot of things happen that you're not ready for sometimes. But that's the thing about life. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. All right, let me say that again in case y'all missed it. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. You gotta just know that. My third takeaway, if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of friends or who feels like you have zero friends, it's okay. Work on yourself. Try to figure out who you are. Try to figure out your goals, your ambitions, what you want to do with your life, all that type of stuff, who you are as a person, and then naturally you'll attract the same people of who you are. I know at a time in my life I didn't have a lot of friends, and during that time I was just working on myself, trying to figure out what made me happy, trying to figure out what made me laugh. I wake up, I start dancing. I'm not dancing. Gotcha. But look, after I figured out who I was, after I figured out what made me happy, I started becoming my own best friend. And if you're a person who believes that friends are overrated, they're not overrated. You just have to find the right friends. Once you change who you are, you'll attract the people who are the same as you. Remember, put yourself in a position to make new friends as well. In my life, I was kind of a shy person, but then later, I started putting myself in positions to make new friends. So look, I'm gonna wrap up the video, but have this in mind. Imagine if we treated everyone like they were our friend. Wouldn't the world be a better place if we were all loving, unselfish, forgiving? Treat everyone like a friend. Juice Metro, Pure Vitality. Hope y'all enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you like it. Let me know in the comments some feedback, anything. I'm all for it. We out.